Hello, everyone. I am Wisdom and C. Today, we will explore a shocking topic: how nuts, generally considered a health food, have become a potential threat to our kidneys. Let's look at a case study to unravel this mystery. David, 45, is a restaurant owner. After closing his business each day, he grabs a large handful of salted cashews as a snack while organizing his accounts, eating about half a pound. He often boasts to friends, "Nuts are so healthy. They're good for the brain and help stave off hunger. When I'm too busy to eat dinner, I can just eat a big handful." However, he was diagnosed with kidney stones. His friend told David, "Your stones might be calcium oxalate stones." David asked confusedly, "Oxalate? I don't eat spinach often. Where would the oxalate come from?" His friend sighed and explained, "You eat so many nuts every day, and cashews definitely contain significant amounts of oxalate. Is this true? Are nuts really silent killers for our kidneys?" Today, let's analyze in detail the subtle relationship between nuts and kidney health. First, let's discuss oxalate. Oxalate itself isn't scary. What's concerning is its dangerous combination with calcium. When oxalate meets calcium, it forms calcium oxalate crystals that deposit in our kidneys, becoming stones. But the key question is, does eating nuts necessarily mean consuming too much oxalate? Actually, that's not the case. Let's look at the data. Cashews contain 49 milligrams of oxalate per 100 g. Almonds contain 140 milligrams per 100 g, while spinach contains as much as 650 milligrams per 100 g. Healthy people excrete 10 to 40 milligrams of oxalate daily through urine. So eating 30 g of cashews only provides about 15 milligrams of oxalate, far below the danger threshold. For healthy individuals, consuming moderate amounts of oxalate from nuts isn't a major concern. However, if you're prone to kidney stones, you should be particularly careful. Genetic variations can cause abnormal oxalate metabolism, so those with a tendency for stones should adjust their diet habits, including moderating high oxalate foods, reducing animal protein and salt intake, and increasing water and potassium intake. This helps reduce the risk of stone formation. So, for those prone to kidney stones, eating slightly too many nuts may more easily lead to stone formation, while healthy individuals don't need to worry excessively. Second, let's discuss phosphorus. The phosphorus content in nuts is often overemphasized. Healthy people generally don't need to worry, but kidney disease patients must be highly vigilant. Looking at the data, sunflower seeds contain 660 milligrams of phosphorus per 100 g. Brazil nuts contain 725 milligrams per 100 g, and the recommended daily phosphorus intake for healthy people is 700 milligrams. So 30 g of sunflower seeds only provides 198 milligrams, well within the safe range. For people with chronic kidney disease, however, the kidney's ability to excrete phosphorus decreases. Elevated blood phosphorus can lead to vascular calcification, bone disease, and even accelerate kidney failure. Therefore, it's recommended that people with kidney disease limit their phosphorus intake to below 800 milligrams per day, meaning nuts should be strictly limited. You see, the consequences of eating nuts are vastly different for healthy people versus those with kidney disease. Minimal issues for the healthy, strict control needed for kidney patients. Third, let's discuss sodium. Salt-roasted nuts like salted cashews and charcoal-roasted almonds may be delicious, but you might not realize that one bag of salted nuts is equivalent to drinking half a bowl of salt water. Data shows plain cashews contain less than 5 milligrams of sodium per 100 g, while salted cashews contain 300 to 500 milligrams. Long-term high-sodium diets can lead to hypertension, the second largest risk factor for chronic kidney disease. Kidneys have a tolerance limit. In the short term, kidneys can eliminate sodium by increasing urination, but long-term overload can lead to glomerular sclerosis. Therefore, always choose plain nuts. Salted or sugar-added varieties pose health risks. Fourth, let's talk about aflatoxins. Never buy discounted old nuts. This isn't an exaggeration, but health advice. Aflatoxins proliferate in humidity above 70% and temperatures between 20 to 30 degrees Celsius. They're extremely stable and cannot be destroyed by ordinary cooking methods. Aflatoxin B1 is classified as a Class 1 carcinogen by the World Health Organization. Animal experiments have shown that it can directly damage kidney tubular epithelial cells. Long-term low-dose intake can lead to interstitial nephritis, eventually developing into kidney failure. So when buying nuts, check carefully. If there are moldy spots, strange smells, or bitterness, discard them immediately. How should we eat nuts properly? Here are 5 professional recommendations. First, population categorization. Healthy adults and chronic kidney disease patients should eat nuts differently. Healthy adults can eat 20-30 g of plain nuts daily, about a handful, to supplement unsaturated fatty acids and vitamin E. People with chronic kidney disease should choose low-phosphorus varieties like walnuts or macadamia nuts, strictly limiting quantities to no more than 10 g daily, equivalent to 2 walnuts or 3 macadamia nuts. Second, pay attention to processing methods. Avoid salt-roasted or sugar-coated nuts. Choose plain ones. Salted nuts contain 160 times more sodium than plain ones, and sugar-coated nuts can contain up to 15% added sugar. Low-temperature roasted plain nuts maintain nutritional content and avoid carcinogens like benzopyrene produced by high-temperature frying. Third, consider dietary combinations. Choose high-calcium foods to block oxalate absorption. Calcium combines with oxalate in the intestine, reducing oxalate entering the bloodstream. Nuts with yogurt or cheese are ideal combinations. However, nuts with strong tea or coffee are unwise choices, as tea polyphenol and caffeine increase the burden of oxalate excretion. Fourth, storage and purchasing. Vacuum-sealed small packages plus refrigeration is the best method. Nuts should have a moisture content less than 5%. If humidity exceeds 50%, they easily become moldy. Vacuum-sealed nuts can last up to 12 months below 25 degrees Celsius, while bulk nuts only last 3 months. Fifth, monitoring and adjustment. Regular testing is preventive. People prone to kidney stones need regular physical examinations. Chronic kidney disease patients should monitor creatinine and urea nitrogen monthly, and check blood phosphorus and potassium quarterly to understand their physical condition. That's all for today's sharing. Remember, nuts themselves are harmless. Incorrect eating methods, excessive consumption, salt roasting, and moldy nuts are the culprits. For healthy people, 20-30 g of nuts daily has more benefits than drawbacks. Kidney disease patients need to strictly control intake. So, share this with friends who love eating nuts so they can also understand this scientific health knowledge. Also, check if your nuts at home are plain and vacuum sealed. Remember, there are no junk foods, only incorrect eating methods. With scientific approaches, nuts remain a quality snack for maintaining health. Well, that's all I'd like to share with you today. Follow wisdom and see, and we'll meet again next time.